Hi everyone, I'm Caroline Frank in the American Studies Department, and I'm going to tell you about our winter term class, Decolonizing Museums, Collecting Indigenous Culture in Taiwan and America. This course is going to ask the question about what is the legacy of objects that were taken during a period of colonization or a period in which there was a power imbalance. Why did these collectors collect these objects? Who were they? And who are the museums, or what are the museums where they are now contained? We will ask questions about the legacy of this colonial impact on the objects in the museums, and how does that impact the display of the exhibit, and how does that impact the representation of Indigenous peoples today. We are going to have 3 parts to the course. The first part, which will begin in December, involves reading. We're going to read about a little bit about the history of Taiwan Aboriginal peoples, about some cases of decolonized museums, and some theory about the objects and the histories that these objects have in their museum settings. And then we are going to also visit the Peabody Museum of Anthropology and Ethnology at Harvard and the Hafenreffer Museum in Bristol. At the end of this reading period, we're going to take week 2 and head off to Taipei, Taiwan, and see 4 museums, go to 4 anthropology museums in Taipei. And then we're going to go to an Aboriginal tourist village and see how popular culture represents the Aboriginal peoples. We are going to then take a high-speed rail train down to Tainan and visit the Taiwan History Museum to get an example of how historians present ethnic culture and artifacts as opposed to the anthropology museums. Finally, we're going to go to the Indigenous Cultural Peoples Park in Pingtung County, which is in the heart of the Paiwan Aboriginal community in Taiwan, and see how the native people there represent themselves. In the third week, the third part of the class, we're going to come back to Providence and work on an online exhibit using the Scalar web publishing platform, which I will show you how to use. We'll spend some time in the DSL, and we'll spend some time in the Culture Lab in order to get a better handle on a certain set of objects and present those online. I hope to see you in January. Thanks.